Live from WHO TV 13, your 24-hour news source. Scott Pope, Kathy Soltero, and meteorologist Kathy Ellis with Doppler 13 weather. This is Newscenter 13 at noon.
Few new clues surfacing in what appears to be the latest homicide in Polk County. We'll update you on that case in a moment.
But we begin on a brighter note this Thanksgiving Day. Dozens of volunteers are giving their time to help feed those in need. Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for joining us this noon. Thanksgiving, a busy day for area missions and churches.
Volunteers are trying to make sure that those unable to afford dinner or those without family are able to share in the holiday. Mary Mills joins us with the live eye from, where are you, Mary? Cottage Grove, I believe.
Well, Kathy and Courtney, as you can see, the big feast here at Cottage Grove Presbyterian Church is already underway. They're expecting about 250 to 300 people today. Now, these are people who might otherwise be alone on Thanksgiving or people who are unable to cook, and they're here for the full Thanksgiving dinner, everything from turkey and stuffing and all the trimmings to pie and dessert. Now, everything here is donated, provided by volunteers. I'm told it takes about 75 people to put this dinner on. And not only do they cook and serve, but they also pick up some of the people who would have no other way to get here. Now, this is the 21st year for the dinner, and it's something that everyone seems to enjoy. In fact, a number of people who volunteer and come for the dinner have become regulars.
It's interesting to see the people who come back year after year, and sort of the friends who you see and know that are coming back, both the workers and the people who are participating in enjoying the meal.
Well, all my kids have grown up and away from home, and we decided that I don't have to bake a big turkey, and they provide everybody here with all the trimmings, so we decided we'd just come down to the church every year and have dinner.
What about the people you knew? Now, they will be serving until 1:30. It is free and open to whomever, and it is all home cooking. It's provided by Cross Ministries of Cottage Grove Presbyterian Church here at 24th and Cottage Grove. And I can tell you, I wish you could smell it because it smells wonderful. Kathy and Courtney?
That's right. We need some smell-o-vision or something.
That's right. We need that.
There are so many different locations, but it's nice to see that they've got a big crowd out there.
They do, and they're expecting more.
All right. Mary Mills reporting live for us. Thanks, Mary. Well, Cross Ministries, not the only place in town that is serving up a warm meal to those in need.
Hundreds of volunteers in central Iowa are working to make this a special holiday for underprivileged families. At the Door of Faith mission in Des Moines, they're cooking up 21 turkeys and plan to feed more than 300 people. Officials say they will probably deliver 40 meals to shut-ins. And across town at Highland Lutheran Church, 80 volunteers got up bright and early this morning to prepare a Thanksgiving feast. They plan to serve around 400 families.
Well, nobody needs to go away hungry on Thanksgiving. In fact, there are plenty of places around town that are dishing up free turkey dinners. Here's a look.
Once again, all those locations are dishing up free Thanksgiving dinners. With all the trimmings, they're open to the public. Well, it looked like Thanksgiving back in 1620 today at the Plymouth Congregational Church. The 1995 state Thanksgiving proclamation began at 10 o'clock this morning. Governor Branstad was introduced by a town crier. More than 100 Plymouth church members dressed in pilgrim garb for the special service and shared what Thanksgiving means to them.
I'm thankful for a lot of things, and I'm thankful to be a part of this great city, and thankful to be a part of this great community and this great church.
A special offering was received to help the homeless of Des Moines through the church's homeless assistance team.
Polk County detectives have identified the body of a woman found yesterday near Carlisle, but are not yet releasing who she is. Here's a map to give you a clearer idea where the body was found. It's near where Southeast 60th curves into Goodhue. Now, in these pictures, you can see it's remote. No houses around, no lights. There is a creek bed nearby. Detectives say two men found the body around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Here's her description.
White female. We believe that she's in her 40s, about 5'6" to 5'7", 100 pounds, wearing a turquoise-style western or southwestern Indian-style necklace and a ring with an eagle with a colored stone in it.
Now, you'll notice they didn't describe any clothing, and whether she was sexually assaulted is something they will determine in the autopsy. Another unsolved murder in Polk County is getting more public attention, and the reward for finding the killer in the Patricia Howlett homicide has more than tripled. It was a year ago, Thanksgiving Day, that the purse of the missing Johnston woman was found. A day later, authorities found her burned and beaten body. She had been missing for more than a week. Now, the family is seeking volunteers to help distribute posters in search of Patty's killer. They'll be meeting outside Michael's Craft Store in West Des Moines Saturday at 10 a.m. Also tomorrow, the Polk County Sheriff's Office is holding a press conference to update the case. The reward is now up to $100,000.
If you've stepped outside on this Thanksgiving Day, you know it's a bit cold out there. Meteorologist Kathy Ellis is in the Weather Center. And Kathy, good news for those who are traveling this holiday weekend.
You're right, Courtney. It is not a bad day weather-wise. We have dry conditions. It is a little bit chilly, but most of the Thanksgiving weekend is going to be very decent. And I'm talking about a warm-up in the forecast, too. But right now outside, it is chilly. We are experiencing mostly cloudy skies right now as you look out over the Des Moines area. It's a mid to high level cloud cover, so once in a while the sun is peeking through. Temperatures, though, are staying chilly. We have struggled into the 20s this morning. 23 degrees right now in the Des Moines area. It's only 19 degrees in Fort Dodge, 25 in Lamoni. You factor in the wind. Wind chill is 1 degree right now in Des Moines. That's what you have to dress for if you're going outside. First forecast calls for more clouds and sunshine this afternoon. The high temperature only 31, but that wind keeps blowing, and that's going to keep our wind chills in the teens to single digits. So some cold weather for this Thanksgiving, but there is a warm-up in the forecast, and I'll be back in a few minutes to tell you all about it.
All right. Thank you very much, Kathy. When we return, Mr. Food offers some Thanksgiving advice from the kitchen.
What a great day Thanksgiving is. And if you want to be a hero at the table, it's really easy.
And some needy Central Iowans have a lot to be thankful for this year, thanks to these folks. Jim Hibbs has their story.
The nation and right here in Central Iowa, millions of families are or will be enjoying Thanksgiving.
But what about the thousands of Iowans who will be left alone, unable to get out of the house for a turkey dinner? Newscenter 13's Jim Hibbs found in Colfax and Newton two groups of people who take time to help.
It's a busier than usual Wednesday at the Jasper County Care Kitchen. They've got more than a lunchtime menu on their minds. These folks are working up Thanksgiving meals that will be delivered to 66 Jasper County shut-ins.
Enjoy it and watch the older people eat and make sure they're having fun and stuff.
So they're cutting up the cranberries, bagging the rolls.
I enjoy helping others.
Pumpkin pie's on the menu, and of course, the turkey. Not exactly in traditional form, but surely appreciated.
I enjoy doing it.
These three Colfax Mingo seniors are preparing for a busy day.
It feels nice to help the community out and some of the people who are shut in and can't spend time with their families.
Thursday, they'll deliver hot meals and much more.
We just stay and talk to them and give them a little bit of company so that they're not, lonely. And then if they want us to, then we'll eat a little bit with them. They usually try and give you something of whatever they have, but it's just kind of nice to talk with them.
I just do it because I like to help people, and it's kind of fun to get together with my friends.
For the individuals in Colfax and Newton who eventually will get to enjoy these meals, surely something and someone to be thankful for. In Colfax, Jim Hibbs, Newscenter 13.
Well, the Colfax kids all belong to the Spanish Club. They've been delivering meals for the past 2 years.
Thanksgiving is a time to remember that the holiday is not only about eating turkey and all the trimmings. Central Iowans reflected today about why they're giving thanks.
Thankful for all my family and friends and every opportunities we get through our work and living in this area. Thankful for good health, for family, friends, and being in this great community of Des Moines.
I'm thankful for my family and friends.
Thankful for my family and friends and being part of this church.
Looks like we caught up with all the pilgrims.
I think so. It's time now to head into the kitchen. Today, Mr. Food offers some Thanksgiving advice.
He says a few simple steps will make you a hero this holiday. Here's Mr. Food.
It's Thanksgiving. We're getting ready for the mob coming over. Or we're going to be part of somebody else's mob. If they're coming to our house, a few tips for the turkey part. Make sure your knife is sharpened now. A few strokes on your sharpener beforehand will eliminate the gee, I forgot to sharpen this knife, or isn't there a sharper knife around than this? Always happens. So this is your reminder. Secondly, don't try to be a carving hero and get those great big phony slices of white meat that you see on all the commercials and the turkey pictures. It doesn't really work for us that way. Instead, get smaller slices. We go first to the front with a few slices, then to the side for a few slices, then to the front again. Yes, they're smaller slices, but they hold together. They don't fall apart. We look like we're a carving genius. And the big reminder is that we're in the midst of abundance. The best of our country's bounties at our fingertips. So the big reminder today is the thanks part. Yeah, let's give those thanks. I mean, we're so lucky to be able to say, "Ooh, it's so good."
Mr. Food is brought to you each day by Hy-Vee. If you would like any of this week's recipes, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Mr. Food, WHO-TV, 1801 Grand Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa, 50309.
My stomach is growling about
So
it.
is mine. That looks so good.
Cannot wait. Meteorologist Kathy Ellis has your Doppler 13 Thanksgiving forecast coming up.
And we'll introduce you to the special visitors that stopped by our studios this morning. Stay with us.
Today's Doppler 13 weather is brought to you by Menards, helping you build America's heartland.
These real-life turkeys were in our studio earlier this morning, and they're not going to end up on anybody's table this Thanksgiving.
Well, thank goodness Wayne Erickson from Slater brought these turkeys in, these birds, I should say. That's the female, and the guy, the one bird with the big old stuff around his beak is the guy bird.
Oh, there he is.
But doesn't he have beautiful feathers? I mean, that is probably about the most astonishing thing. And also, did you notice how the front beak, it turns red at certain times, and it was also kind of white right then. It changes colors with their moods.
Wow.
It was really neat.
Turkeys were so pretty.
Absolutely.
It was a pretty bird.
Time to check on the weather, though.
Pretty good-looking forecast, too.
We do have nice dry weather in the forecast for the entire Thanksgiving holiday. Looks like good conditions right on through this holiday. Pretty shot of the Capitol building. This is actually reflecting off the historical building in the downtown area, and you're seeing a lot of cloudy skies in that reflection, as well as a breezy wind, too. See the flag blowing in the wind there? Cloudy 24. When you factor in that north wind at 13 miles an hour, the wind chill just 4 degrees right now. That's what we're going to deal with right on through the afternoon hours. The clouds have been moving in through the morning. We had some sunshine around here, and in fact, the eastern part of the state does still have a little bit of sunshine. In our satellite picture, you're going to see that right here. There's still some sunshine. Cedar Rapids, Moline, the Quad Cities area, but the clouds are coming in from the west, and they're going to continue to do so as we go right on into the afternoon hours. So for most of the afternoon, more clouds than sunshine and cool temperatures too. 31 degrees the high for Des Moines, only 30 in Sioux City. Waterloo, you'll make it up to about 29 degrees this afternoon, and you keep factoring in that wind. Wind chills are going to stay in the single digits and teens through the rest of this day. If you do have to get out and about on this Thanksgiving Day, make sure you bundle up. And that includes tonight, too. As the skies will turn mostly clear tonight, temperatures will plummet after sunset. 15 degrees, the overnight low for Des Moines, 12 in Waterloo, 22 degrees in Sioux City. Here's what the picture looks like today. High pressure dominating, but that's bringing the cool north to northwest wind flow. We will see dry weather, but cool conditions today. As that high sinks south and east later on tonight and into tomorrow, the weather stays dry. We start to see some warmer conditions coming in from the west, and we'll see warmer conditions for Friday and then warmer again on Saturday. Check out your forecast for the rest of this Thanksgiving Day. Partly sunny, but chilly. The high only 31 degrees. Tonight, skies will turn mainly clear, but it's going to be cold. The overnight low 15, and your Doppler 13 exclusive 7-day forecast shows partly cloudy, 45 for Friday. It gets better for Saturday with a high temperature of 54. There is a raindrop on Sunday. That's just a slight chance for an isolated shower. Most of the state's going to stay dry. The high temperature on Sunday afternoon about 50 degrees. So all in all, I think we've been pretty lucky, or will be pretty lucky for this Thanksgiving holiday if we keep that up.
Very thankful.
Yes. Thanks, Kathy.
Well, the controversy continues over the 1995 Farm Bill. With the latest, here's Newscenter 13's Bob Quinn.
Well, the Farm Bill debate continues, or we should say lack of Farm Bill. It looks like it may go back to conference now, and here's why. The subsidy issue, is it in or is it out? Current form, the subsidy issue will mean farmers will have to pay back the advanced deficiency payments they had a year ago. The president says that's not acceptable. So Farm Bill, maybe we have one, maybe we don't. That's today's Ag Report.
When the News at Noon continues, you'll hear from Central Iowa kids on the best and worst toys of the season.
Don't miss Toy Testers. That's coming up next. Welcome back to the News at Noon. Tomorrow is the biggest shopping day of the year, and kids are making up their holiday lists.
I enlisted the help of more than a dozen Central Iowa kids to find out what toys are hot and which ones aren't even worth their time. Here are the Toy Testers.
One of the hottest games on the market is called Gooey Louie. The objective is to pick green slime out of Gooey Louie's nose and watch the top of his head pop off. The game retails at $9.99.
We love it! My favorite's Ooey Gooey.
It was a hit with 1st and 4th graders, but party-wear dishes for girls on sale for $19.99 were not.
The 1st graders were not much interested in the large, plastic, colorful dishes. Instead, they gave high marks to the high-tech toys.
Like this laptop for kids at $38.99, it may sound a bit pricey, but the kids say it's worth it.
We love it! There's some spelling and math things on this that are fun to do that I like. It's like got all these different games on it, and it gives me something else to do instead of just sit around watching TV.
Dr. Rizwan Shah, a Des Moines pediatrician, also gave the laptop for kids thumbs up.
Your brain likes the challenges to solve problems, to learn new things, intellectual things, not physical things. So anything that will teach new word skill, new vocabulary skill, new math skills, and also will make sounds and will have dexterity, hand-eye coordination. Kids will love that.
Another expensive toy that drew a lot of attention is the Ricochet remote-controlled car. For $49.99, it's the most high-priced toy the kids tested. And don't forget the rechargeable battery for $19.99. Some said $69.98 was too much for something they couldn't control.
Been there, done that!
It doesn't really turn. It just goes in a straight line, and I don't have this one, but so far I just don't like it.
Dr. Shaw says parents shouldn't feel under pressure to buy all the toys on kids' lists, nor buy the toys that are a fad today and will probably be extinct tomorrow.
The classic toys that are skill-building toys are age-old toys. Building blocks have been here for hundreds of years and will be still there.
No matter how old the child, Dr. Shaw says playing prepares kids for the future.
So toys are a very important tool for teaching kids what they need to learn about life, and I think they shouldn't be taken lightly.
In Des Moines, Courtney Maxwell, News Center 13.
And I would personally like to thank all the toy testers. They did a great job for us.
Yes, they certainly did.
Turkey, dressing, and football are all part of Thanksgiving, but the holiday wouldn't be complete without the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York.
We'll bring you the sights and the sounds when Newscenter 13 at noon continues.
You want to grab your heavy coat if you're headed to Grandma's this Thanksgiving Day.
It is cold out there. It's not going to warm up much through the rest of the day either. Mostly cloudy skies, 31 degrees. The high this afternoon, wind chills in the single digits. We do have a warm-up, though, for the rest of the holiday weekend, and mainly dry conditions, too, so it doesn't look too bad as far as the weather goes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kathy, and thank you for joining us this noon.
And before we leave you today, we want to leave you with some of the sights and sounds from the annual Macy's Day Parade, Thanksgiving Day Parade. You have a wonderful Thanksgiving Day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Squeezing between skyscrapers, it's the big fat feline himself, Garfield. The Garfield balloon is furnished, of course,
for around-the-clock news headlines in the Des Moines area. Watch Newscenter 13 on TCI of Central Iowa, cable channel 30, twice each hour. Fashions and hairstyles by Yonkers.
He's my kind of cat.